No senior moments, Margaret. 1946.
1946.
1946.
I was born in 1946.
2005.
2006.
I was born in 1946,
I was born in 2005.
59 years. Favorite song was anything by the Beatles.
My favorite song is Life is Good by Drake.
Anything, at that point, I think my favorite songs were Elvis Presley to Fats Domino. I had quite a genre, different genres that I like to listen to, and sometimes a little bit of jazz.
I'm just going to go with Elvis Presley, which I was going to say anyway, but that's okay.
My favorite song right now is Bank Account by 21 Savage.
My favorite song is Everlong by Foo Fighters.
You know, I didn't really have a favorite. I like most of rock and roll. I like to dance, so we had dance, like Marty said, every Friday night there was a dance, so it was just lots of fun. But
She was a good dancer.
What was your favorite song?
Anything sung by the Beach Boys.
I don't know if I have a favorite song, probably just anything by Drake or The Weeknd. I agree with Audra's answer. Thank you.
The Sound of Music. Still is.
Psycho.
Oh, she is.
I would say anything with John Wayne in it.
Forrest Gump. My favorite movie is probably Mamma Mia.
My favorite movie is Patriot with Mel Gibson.
My favorite movie is The Departed with Mark Wahlberg.
Probably Clueless. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Legally Blonde, Clueless, like those type of movies.
Or like Mean Girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know, but the two I like the most, went around in 1960, like Full Metal Jacket, and those are movies I liked.
My favorite movie is Elf.
Alf.
Good one. Yeah,
Full Metal Jacket.
I don't know, just like meeting my best friends probably and just hanging out with them.
Last year for winter term, I went to Quebec, and it was a great experience. It was my first time traveling outside of the country, and I just got to like have a whole new experience of like traveling and seeing new places.
We used to volunteer over at St. Anne's, and I really enjoyed that.
Meeting my wife. Winning state championship in '63. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, obviously same thing, meeting my husband and just meeting and all the friendships that we still have, people that we still see on a regular basis from all the different towns, and it's nice to have friends like that.
Oh, there's many of them favorite memories. I mean, like we just discussed earlier, finding out that my science teacher that year, Father Cameron, was a bombardier on a B-17 in Europe. Finding out that the teachers were all freshmen too, because they had never taught high school before. Jesus, memories. Winning the state championship our senior year, the second year of varsity football, we went undefeated. We beat Dover 12-6 on Thanksgiving Day, 6 days after President Kennedy got killed. And we drew more fans at that game than the whole UNH varsity did the whole season. We had over 10,000 people at Cowell Stadium. We played over there.
My favorite memory here doesn't match to any of that, but I'll probably be going out to Molten Borough to play the golf state championship my junior year as a team. It was a good environment. It was fun. We had a good day.
Oh boy.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know if it's crazy, but we just all had a lot of fun. You know, time in the cafeteria, joking and kidding, and the events that would go on in the auditorium and games and things like that. The camaraderie is could be nuts and crazy at times. Okay.
And the nice thing was, over 4 years, we met so many people from other cities that we just, there was always something going on. It was very nice. Yeah, we enjoyed ourselves.
Probably winter term. Last year I went to Peru with a group from the school, which will always be like my favorite memory.
My favorite memory of St. Thomas is definitely winning the girls soccer championship on my senior year. It was definitely the best.
I think St. Thomas has really strengthened my confidence in academics and helped me build a lot of strong relationships with people.
St. Thomas has definitely helped me like make new connections with people and expand my learning and like my educational opportunities. Because I came from a public school with like 400 kids in my grade, I think, and then obviously coming here it's a big like switch to a smaller class. But I was able to get like more personalized like help from teachers and like just better like opportunities to better me as a student. And now I feel like super prepared to go into college and yeah.
Wow, I think the background in Catholic education is really keeping me on top of my stuff as opposed to public high schools in the area. I feel like I'm a lot more focused here. And then I've also met a lot of other people that I would not have the opportunity to meet. So definitely networking in the Seacoast, kind of like what they mentioned earlier, it's been a special experience. I've really enjoyed it.
My answer kind of parallels Cade's. I came in from a public school, and I just feel like my faith is really deepened going to St. Thomas, and my work ethic has kind of gone through the roof.
It was enjoyable because you got to meet a lot of people and you got to hear the different stories and what was going on in their communities. And I just loved it. But I was known to be quite talkative in the classroom.
Likewise.
Well, how has St. Thomas impacted your life?
Unlike Harry, I came from a big middle school in Exeter, and to come here, we downsized a lot. Like my class in middle school was 400 kids. Now it's about 100 here, and this helped me focus in on my academics and athletics and really figure out who I am and what I want to be in the future. That with an open mind, of course, what I want to be. But it's helped me a lot structure my life, find myself.
St. Thomas has given me a lot of opportunities that I wouldn't have had going to public school. Our town is very small, and it's also helped me gain a lot of friends from all over and just really experience stuff I wouldn't even imagine myself doing if I didn't come here.
Coming from a small private school, it definitely helped coming here, it's just kind of a bigger private school. So I came with a lot of my friends from my old school, which made it a nice, easy transition. But definitely the opportunities that they gave us, I would have, like winter term, I would have never done like the shadows at the hospitals or internships with like women and children's, that I would have never done that if I didn't come here.
I played basketball for a very short period of time because back then girls basketball was, I guess, ridiculous. You could dribble 3 times and you had to pass the ball and you couldn't pass center court. I have 4 brothers. I played basketball a lot and that wasn't basketball, so I quit.
Football. I played football.
Yes, I play volleyball and basketball.
No, I don't play any sports. I dance outside of St. Thomas, but I don't play any sports.
I play softball.
I play soccer, basketball, and I did do softball, but I'm going to do tennis this year.
Study more, work harder.
I guess I should have taken more advantage of the opportunities I had here. I really didn't. I was satisfied with getting decent grades, staying in school, being eligible to play sports, getting a diploma. I really wasn't looking to do anything special. I liked the experience, I liked the atmosphere, I liked the friends I made. I was satisfied with the status quo. And if I had it to do all over again, I would have taken more advantage of the opportunities that they had.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. That would be the one thing for me. I didn't participate in clubs other than basketball sports. and I wish I had done more of that, become more involved.
Probably just stay driven. It's a long 4 years, and at some points in your life, you kind of want to take off the gas a little bit, but definitely looking back, keeping your head down would definitely be my recommendation.
I tell my freshman self to kind of take it more serious. Those freshman and sophomore years really do count when it comes to college, and to just put in more work studying.
I'd probably say to like not be afraid. High school goes by so fast, and if you're afraid to do something, like you're gonna miss out on it. So probably just like don't be so afraid to do things.
I would say to my freshman self, definitely challenge yourself in the courses that you take. I definitely didn't take as harder classes as I probably should have, and it's kind of, you know, you realize that once you're getting to college, but everything always works out.
Favorite teacher?
My favorite teacher is probably Miss Verde. I haven't had her until this year, of course, and we connect well. I like the way she teaches the class. She can keep me focused in, as I like to talk a lot too. But I learn a lot in her class. I like math too, so it's a nice environment.
I believe it would be probably Sister Ramunda. I mean, she understood me, and she knew how to control me.
I would be biased and say Mrs. Verde, but I'm gonna have to go with Mr. Holtz. I had him for biology honors freshman year, and now I have him for AP Bio and Biotech, and he's just really great. He's very energetic. You can tell he really loves his job, so I love him.
I agree with Mr. Holtz, but one of my other favorite teachers is Miss Pate. I had her for junior English last year, and I have her for AP Literature this year. And I think she just does a great job of like making sure that like the class is engaging and like entertaining, and we also just learn like a lot. Like I've been able to improve on my writing and reading skills a lot in the past 2 years, and I am really confident with where I stand now in English.
It's kind of varied throughout the years. Some teachers we've seen more so than others, but right now I'd say it's Mr. Holtz. He makes science very personable, and he's been here a long time. You can tell that he knows what he's talking about.
I'd also say Mr. Holtz, but for a change, I'd say Mr. Holmes, the English teacher. He's new this year, and he's kind of brought a different style of teaching. It's more revolved around self and kind of figuring out who you are and what you believe in.
Sister Raimunda, yeah. She was great. I learned a lot. Especially Sister Raimunda got me to, when I was reading, I love to read, but if I didn't understand some of the vocabulary, she had me keeping a book where I would look the word up in the dictionary and have a better understanding of it. I still do it to this day. So.
I'd say Sister Peter Mary. She was outstanding. They were all great.
Remarkable women, really.
They really were.
Yeah.
But yeah, and probably because she was younger, just could relate to them.
Hopefully have a house, a job, maybe a family, who knows. It's tough to tell right now. I hope I'm successful to some degree.
In 10 years, hopefully in a house with some sort of family. I want to be successful. Yeah.
I hopefully see myself in 10 years being a nurse. I am applying to college for nursing, so anything as like a registered nurse. Hopefully I want to become an oncologist and work with cancer patients.
Hopefully with a family, a stable job. I actually want to go into biomedical engineering, so hopefully with a job in biomedical engineering.
Yeah, hopefully like graduated from college, like have a job, stable, like, I don't know, good life to build off of for the rest of my life, so yeah.
Hopefully on Wall Street. That's my goal, end goal, definitely.
My end goal is to go to med school and become a dermatologist.
Be kind, please. It's a crazy world out there. My advice to you in observance of my 70-some-odd years is be kind to one another. I see a lot of conflict and a lot of things going on that, you know, it's not kind. It's not easy out there, but you can be kind. It's what you determine you want to do.
Gee, you're that old? I didn't know she was
Yes, I
that
am.
old.
You're the same age.
I don't know, my advice, after leaving here, I learned so much and worked so hard at St. Thomas and was so proud that I came here. I don't know, do they still have to test to get here? We had to take a test to come
And,
here.
yeah, an exam to come
An
in.
exam to come here. When I went on to college was a cakewalk. I mean, literally, I'm not making this up. I went to UNH, found it very easy after St. Thomas. I actually had free time. St. Thomas, we didn't have, what do you call them, the free study periods. I taught for 45 years, I can't even remember, but we didn't have the free time for study hall. You took classes the whole time. College, gee, that was outstanding. So, yeah, that's.
Wow.
Just say great job.
Yeah. Thank you for being the test subjects.
No, thank you guys for kind of paving the way. Without you guys, obviously I would not be getting this education that I'm getting now, and hopefully going on to as good as a college that I go on to.
You're going to do well in life.
Yeah, they will. What was your craziest memory from your time at St. Thomas?
I would say my craziest memory was being suspended from school. I played on the floor, and these guys have heard this story 1,000 times, so, and Sister Nora reminded me of it when I went down to visit her down at Bridgeport last month. So I was on the football team, and back then there was no transportation. And after football games and practices, I had to hitchhike back home to Exeter. So for those of you who are familiar with that road, it's not a hell of a lot of cars running back and forth at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. So I walked that stretch of road to Newmarket on too many occasions. And my mom didn't have a car, and I knew nobody who could drive. So a friend of mine who also played on the football team, Art LaMontagne from Hampton, and I, after practice one day, he didn't want to hitchhike home to Hampton, and I didn't want to hitchhike home to Exeter. So we decided that we would stay overnight in the school. And we left one of the windows ajar out back, and there was a play going on. I don't remember what it was, but I remember there was furniture on the stage. And we were going to sleep on the stage. So we don't have watches or phones. And about 6 in the morning, Art said, "Monty, why don't you go out and see what time it is?" And I opened up the curtains, and unbeknownst to me, the nuns who lived on the first floor, us fourth floor, got up every morning to walk around the gym saying the rosary. So I opened up the shades and nothing more but my football pants and a t-shirt on, staring at the entire faculty, knowing that my life as I know it had just come to an end. And I ran in back and I said, "Art, we got to get out of here." And his first response is, "Where the hell are we going to go?" I mean, where are you? So, yeah, I had to go in and see Father Burns and Sister DeCithia, and they said, "I think you should take some time to think of this over." And I went home for a week. So, and my mother was a hairdresser. She was a single parent, raised us, and she had her own shop. And I spent the week. My mother wasn't a person who punished me. She normally sort of looked at me like very disappointed or cried or something. But my punishment was I had to take the papers off the curler rods after she did permanence. And the smell from that is the reason that I have problems with my sinuses today. So that was my craziest experience. Yeah.
Study more, work harder. Yeah.